Hi, St. Paul Elementary School. It's Mr. Underwood, and we've made it to Thursday. Don't forget, this is the last episode for the week, so I won't see you again till Monday. Let's see what's special about today. It's American Red Cross Founders Day. It's Brown Bag It Thursday, so I guess if you're going somewhere, don't eat out. Take your lunch with you. It is Hummus Day. You could put some of the hummus in your brown bag with you today, I guess, if you like hummus. It's National Memo Day, so take a note of that. Dad jokes. It is National Notebook Day. So, it doesn't matter what kind of notebook you got. This one is a leather-bound book that you can actually write in. It's got blank pages inside of it. It's very beautiful. This will be good to keep a journal or diary. But you can use any notebook for Notebook Day. It doesn't have to be a school notebook. So it can be a notebook just where you're doing some drawings. Or maybe it's a notebook where you're coming up with your own cartoon characters. Or maybe it's a notebook where you're designing a patch to wear on your sleeve. Because you know what today is also? It is, I need a patch for that day. What does that mean, I need a patch for that day? Well, you can have a patch for anything. You can have a patch because you counted to 100. You can have a patch because you tried the Brussels sprouts that Grandma said were delicious. And they were. And now you get a patch for that. You can get a patch for anything. Anything. And you can design your own patches. You could also come up with some inventions and put them in your notebook. You don't look too hard at that because I don't want anybody to get on my ideas right now. They're my ideas. So it's also National Notebook Day. Well, there's not really a whole lot going on today. So I thought we would do some more macro photography since May is still photography month. So I took some video and pictures of 3 things. We're going to watch this and see if you can guess what they are.
Today we're going to look at 3 macro captures. See if you can tell what they are. Here's the first one, and I'll give you a hint. It is organic. So, what do you think it is? Is it a sunflower seed, moldy wood, or chipped furniture? This one looks kind of slimy. Do you think it's dirty glue, sandpaper, or a rubber ball? This one is certainly my favorite today. Just look at that. Wow. Is it old putty, toothpaste, or catnip? And here are the answers. This is a sunflower seed. This is sandpaper. And this is catnip.
So wasn't the catnip just the coolest thing ever? I mean, zooming in on something like that and seeing all the little details and all the little fuzzy structures and stick-like structures, that's amazing to me. And I absolutely think anyone who has some time on their hands should get into macro photography because it's absolutely fun. Whether you take videos or post pictures or not, it's just fun to look at while you're doing it. It's like you have a microscope into a world that you can normally not see. But of course we know it's not micro photography, it's macro photography. We don't talk about a lot of history on Mr. Underwood's videos, but I thought this was important enough to talk about. On May 20th of 1932, Amelia Earhart took off from Newfoundland, flew across the Atlantic Ocean in her plane, and landed in Derry, Ireland. Well, what's the big deal about that? The big deal was she was a woman, because back then nobody thought that a woman could be as adventurous as a man and do such fearless tasks. And she did. And she was successful. And she made headlines all over the world. Many people thought that it would be the last great spectacle of their lifetime to see a woman fly across the Atlantic Ocean. And she did it. She was born in 1897. She bought her first plane in 1921. That was a long time ago. She went missing in 1937, just a few years after completing her transatlantic flight. She just disappeared. She was trying to circumnavigate the globe, which means fly around the whole Earth, and she disappeared. And so far, we really don't know what happened to her. There's many theories and things, but we just don't know for sure. But I thought that was interesting that today in history was the day that Amelia Earhart flew her transatlantic flight that many thought a woman couldn't do. So, I hope you learned something today. I hope you had fun with the macro photography, and I hope that you'll write in your notebook, and I hope that maybe you'll make yourself a patch because you deserve it. Everybody take care. Have a good rest of your week. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you back here on Monday.